All right. Hey, everybody. I think we're live here. So, John here from incomemesh.com. And today's Groundhog Day. Why do we still do this? Right? So, I'm going to show my computer screen here. And apparently, the whole song and dance has gone through this year once again. And I'm going to try to pronounce this guy's name. Punxsutawney Phil sees his shadow once again this year, and that therefore means we should predict 6 more weeks of winter this year, or we should expect 6 more weeks of winter. Like, why? Why do we do this to ourselves? But at the end of the day, traditions are exciting. Traditions are fun. They're fun things for us to engage in, even if they feel kind of ridiculous. And it brings me to that movie, that classic Groundhog Day movie of the guy waking up every single day and living the exact same day in, day out, week in, week out. And that's quite a way to live, right? He feels quite in a prison. And I'll ask you, is your marketing or your blogging or your YouTube game, whatever your side hustle is, your way of reaching new audiences, creating new customers, and driving new income streams, is it starting to feel like a Groundhog Day? Is it starting to feel like you're putting in this effort and maybe you're not getting the results you want, or they're not coming in the time frame that you're looking for, or is it just not really being that effective? Well, I do have a very small offer. This is not a $1,000 sales pitch. This is not a 2,000-hour online course for you to take a look at. I am putting on something new. I'm doing a bit of an experiment here, and I'll show you what the experiment is. So in one day, 17 hours and 40 minutes and 40 seconds, 39 seconds, that's the countdown timer, I'm doing a live workshop. This is something I'm super passionate about. If you maybe could tell, I like to teach. I like to be live with people. I like to interact. I like to have that interaction with folks. And while my wife and we have built a serious business, like a pretty decent business, off of selling online courses, which are pre-recorded. The content is given to you and you just rock and roll with it. I want to try something different, and I want to give my courses to you live, where as you're going through the content, you're able to digest it, think about it, and ask questions directly with me. Same day, same time. Like, if you think about how probably your most effective classes were, it was when you were able to have a dialogue with the professor, right? I know for me, for example, going through like differential equations or any of those engineering type of classes, I don't know how well I would have fared if I had to watch all this content, like 60 hours of a course curriculum, and then I maybe had an hour or so to talk with the professor. I don't think it would work really well. I like that dialogue. So I'm giving that a shot. I feel like it's going to work. So far, the sales of this little $37 workshop are telling me that it's going to work and people are interested in it. So if you're interested, here's what we're going to cover. We're going to be talking about how we run very low risk, very beginner friendly Facebook ads for people who are slowly building their brand. This is not meant to be a spend $1,000 in a day to launch your ads. It's not meant to be this go big or go home type of strategy. This is meant for the side hustlers in mind, for the people who are not slowly, but they are deliberately building something that's going to be long term. They're not trying to be a flash in the pan. They want to be around for a while, right? That's the businesses that we've tried to build. It's the businesses I try to help other people build. I don't like following these crazy trends or anything like that. So we're going to be getting into very good evergreen strategies of running Facebook ads. I run all the ads for our online business. They do pretty well. They're pretty effective. I'm living my best life, and I'm quite happy for that. In fact, I had a little pizza and spent some time at the brewery with my wife for lunch today, so you can tell I'm kind of nice and chill right now. So what we're going to cover in this workshop, and I'll give you a very brief overview of the slides in a second, but we'll talk about the idea about creating a low-risk sales funnel, one that you don't need to spend thousands of hours developing a course, tons of dollars, and paying out to freelancers to build your graphics and all this stuff. Very low-key sales funnel strategies that you can drive paid traffic into to convert profitably. We'll talk about audience targeting. How can you set up these ads where you're like, how does this company know that I'm interested in them? How are they tracking me? I'll show you how all that works. We'll also be doing very basic, very simple, very actionable ad writing workshops. So how can you write an ad that is succinct, concise, effective, drives action, and doesn't take you days or weeks or any eureka moments to come up with? How can you fill in the blanks and write effective ads? That's the goal of that workshop there. As well as for those of you who maybe don't really have that brand started, don't have that momentum going yet, how can you start from zero and get going? That's also going to be in the workshop there. And I have several bonuses here you can read through if you are interested. I'm pretty proud of it. Me and PowerPoint, we're having a time. It's not going to be some boring, okay, so I'm going to show you a very brief overview of some of the slides as they're set up right now. There's a little bit more to come, but it's not just about the slides itself. Let me kind of come full screen here. So the goal of it is to get you what you need to take action, not just to consume content for the sake of consuming content. I have gone through courses that way where it was I'm just going to dump on you everything I know about this topic, but not give you what you need to actually take action. So one of the bonuses that I should have on this page here that I don't at the moment, that's how beta this is and how live and in person and fresh this is there's actually also a 10-day implementation guide of what to do day one in order to get everything we're going to cover in this workshop implemented in a single day, in a single 10-day period, as well as pretty much what you need at that point on. So I'm excited for it. What inspired me to do this product launch in particular is, for one, we've had hundreds of people asking us to talk about how we do our ads for the main brand, the Starter Mom blog brand that my wife and I work on so much. And we never really created. We did a 6-week course, and it was great. It was excellent. But I want to make sure that we can dial things in to the point where in a single day you can get what you need to move forward and take action. The courses are fantastic. The 6-week trainings are great. But ultimately I want you guys to get what you need and get on with life and get moving, because we've built a life right now where we don't really need to charge the $3,000 price points. We don't need to do this intensive where people feel a sense of desperation to make things work. We're at the point now where we ultimately just want to create more success stories. And so I priced this at just $37. There's probably going to be between 2 and 3 hours is what I'm expecting. But don't worry, if you can't sit still for 3 hours, I get it. You're welcome to, you'll have lifetime access to all the recordings. We'll be editing it up, splicing it up, making it into a kind of mini course that will be very easily consumed for yourself whenever the time is right. But if you can make it to something live, that's obviously going to be the most valuable content, because you're there with it and asking questions, and it's going to be the best experience for you, right? So that's the goal. That's what's going on. I'm super excited. It's going to be real. So would love to have you in. The cart will be open for probably another day or so. We have over 70 people, I think, right now registered for it. So it's going to be an awesome workshop. It's exactly what I want to do, right around the number of people I want into it for kind of the first implementation. So expect me to over-deliver, simply meaning if there's something not right, you want to be there live and talk through it, because I'm not going to let you leave that session with questions unanswered. So that's going to be my goal for you, and I'm super excited for it. We're starting at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let me go ahead and show my screen one more time. 10 a.m. Eastern Standard on February 4th. And it's going to be an experience. It's going to be great. I'll probably take a potty break once or twice because it's going to be a good day. But the goal is to get what you need in that single sit-down period, get your questions answered, feel clarity of what to do, how this whole advertising thing works, how this whole funnel thing works at a very easy and implementable level, so you can go and launch and rock and roll. And then after that, it's time to go, time to work. It's not time to watch 1,000 more lessons or sign up for big things. By the way, there's a tiny upsell, but you don't need it. I'd like you to buy it. You don't need it. I'm not here to try to sell you something just to give you one answer to one question when you really have 20 questions. It's not my style. I hope you guys know that by now. I like to give a lot away for very cheap, honestly. Probably should charge more, but I don't, and that's okay. Our life is good. That's it. Sign up if you want to. There should be a link in this video. If there's not, go to ultimatefunneltoolkit.com/retarget, because, surprise, surprise, there's going to be some discussion around the world of retargeting audiences, retargeting advertising. So I don't know if I can zoom in any more than this. I don't think I can. ultimatefunneltoolkit.com/retarget. Would love to have you there live. If you can't be there live, still buy it, because you can watch it whenever you want. There's over-the-shoulder tutorials. There's strategy. There's some jokes. I prepared a joke just for you watching right now. I'll see you there. Take care.